Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 4, where we are still in the castle. We've explored the lower floor, we've explored most of the upper floor at this point, and we're about to talk to possibly the final person of importance here, I don't know, spy master, intelligence chief, Levitt. This dark and musty tower is full of shackles, ropes, and a large iron cage. Avernum has its share of criminals, petty and worse, and a lot of those who get caught end up here. There is a small man sitting behind the desk, reviewing arrest records. Even to an experienced warrior like you, there is something deeply worrying about him, an air of disinterest in any sort of human contact. Okay. He looks up at you. Greetings to you. I'm Levitt, the intelligence officer. You don't appear to have any prisoners for questioning. I don't think there's anything I can do for you. Oh, I beg to differ. I found a letter with some bandits. I found numerous letters with a worrying number of bandits at this point. They all had a strange symbol, an inverted crown. Do you know anything about it? You suddenly have the intelligence agent's undivided attention. Thought as much. You made contact with them. With the Dark Side Loyalists. That's the name. Yeah, we've heard that before. Exactly once. It was mentioned before. Dark Side Loyalists. It sounds Dark Side makes me think of the Abyss, perhaps. It kind of makes sense that they might be based there, right? Not only because I've been to most of Avernum at this point. If we include the entirety of the Great Cave, of course we haven't really been to most of that, but I kind of doubt that they are sitting right under the castle's noses. Although I guess they could, but the Abyss is obviously the one major region I have not been to at all. And also, traditionally, I don't know if that has changed over the decades since the last couple of games, but it used to be where, the even more outcasts of Avernum would be sent to. So, anyway, Dark Side Loyalists. I might have employment for you if you are looking. Always. Who are the Dark Side Loyalists? I do not know. It is most frustrating. Some months ago, I began to receive reports. Brigand raids, assassinations, disruptions in calm areas. All well before the current troubles began. So might be unrelated? I was only able to find one clue to the puzzle. An intercepted letter instructing a band of thugs to attack a homestead. It had the symbol of an inverted crown on it, and a phrase, the Dark Side Loyalists. Well, that's not much. What has been done about them so far? Nothing. I was not able to get anyone to share my concern. I was given permission to investigate, but no resources. Well, I believe that the leader's name is Doricas. We don't know necessarily that it's the leader, but it's definitely someone that has been mentioned multiple times. Really? Doricas. He makes a note of it. Very valuable, thank you. So, Dark Side Loyalists, what does it mean? I wish I could tell you. Okay, that really is not much at all. So you normally question prisoners? That is my purpose, yes. I extract what information is needed before the prisoner is dispatched, either to their final reward or to the Abyss. Right. How do you extract the information? With means appropriate to the severity of the accused's crime and to the need for the information. And he doesn't seem inclined to elaborate beyond that. Well, I guess we can take some guesses based on his equipment here. Their final reward? Imprisonment is expensive and difficult. It is a privilege not extended to traitors, murderers, and the like. Such people are given the choice between beheading and hanging at the end of a rope. High-quality rope, of course. Brought from the surface for just such a purpose. Well, I guess I'm sure they appreciate it. What is the Abyss? It is a large settled cavern to the northwest of the Great Cave, separated from Avernum by the Spire Fort. It is where petty criminals are sent to bother each other and not us. He gets a strange look in his eyes. Yes, the Abyss. I know it well. Oh, why do you know the Abyss so well, and why do you say that in such an ominous way? Because I lived there once. I was captured and brought here for questioning about long-forgotten matters. It was then that I saw that the Abyss was small and weak, and Avernum is big and strong. So I offered my unique services to the castle, and the offer was accepted. Oh, okay. Why would they do that? That seems like a severe security risk. Okay. How many settlements are in the Abyss? Two that I know of. Spire to the south and Barga to the north. Full of rogues, cut-purses and the like. Though they do not generally attack Avernites on sight. Huh, good to know. Well, so it seems like that's still exactly the same as I know. So what would you like me to do? I would like you to help me root out these malcontents, these traitors to Avernum, find them and exterminate them, like the vermin that they are. I can't get any troops to help me, but I can pay for adventurers. I can pay adventurers. I currently have only one lead, besides what you have told me. Someone I questioned said that he thought one of the Darkside Loyalist agents was in the Fisher Post. Never heard of that. It's in an inn southwest of here. It is an inn southwest of here. The Fisher Post. Okay. It is likely a waste of time. Even if such an agent was there, he is sure to be gone. But some clue might have been left behind. Okay. Well, I guess that's all that we'll get. Alright. I mean, it is an additional quest and finally some official way to pursue that, well, inverted crown, Darkside Loyalist storyline, I guess. Other than just being constantly, repeatedly attacked by them. I mean, I was getting the idea or the impression that they were also specifically hunting us down, right? And unless I'm somehow wrong about that, I find it weird that we didn't mention anything of the sort, because you'd think that would be an interesting detail, right? But who knows? Maybe I'm imagining things, and we mostly just ran into them by coincidence. Well then. Let's see how much more of this place we can actually explore. And apparently I forgot about this staircase here. Okay, no new jobs. Oh, this might actually be it? Huh, how do we get... are there more staircases I'm missing? I mean, they're kind of visible on the map, but also kind of hard to see sometimes. Definitely checked out these two. Wasn't there... Okay, let's just scan the map like this. I know we've been to this one. I mean, there might be a staircase in this inaccessible area near the throne room. Obviously, not all of this must be the throne room. Presumably this is going to be the throne room, and this is some kind of waiting chamber or something. And these are who knows what. And then there's this too. More, I guess it's just some sort of personal quarter that we're not allowed to enter. But would it have a staircase up? We have checked this one, right? Have we? Yes. So this is our royal quarters. But how do we get here, for example? Obviously, there must be a way to get here. It's also visible on the map that there are more rooms here, more walls on the other side of these walls. That seems like an awfully large area of the castle that we cannot access at all. These cannot be opened. Well, we have been promised access to the library for helping the Shade researcher. So that might be part of it. Kind of must be part of it, because obviously we have not been to the library otherwise. Wait, or have we? These are the archives. Yeah, and this just leads up here. I guess this is kind of a library, but obviously not the magical library. Okay, well, it looks like, unless I'm missing something, and this is kind of a complicated place, so I hope you don't blame me too much for missing something. But it looks like we've been to everything that's accessible for the time being. Now what I want to do is I want to take a look at my stash in silver, see if I have one of each of the samples. Yeah, okay, Shade is here, but I mean, it's weird. Why is she specifically interested in that one shade? Why couldn't I, for example, collect the one from here? Oh well. First of all, I guess I can stash away some stuff while I'm here. Fine steel, might as well. Okay, well, there's some basalt. Icy geodes, and I guess we're actually missing one swamp nodule. Never mind, I actually have them all. Alright. I don't know, somehow I had in the back of my mind that I previously only collected the exact number of the items, of one of the items. But I guess I must have gone back and actually picked up some more after that, because yeah, obviously I have more than one extra of each. So that was for... wait. Oh, yeah, okay, that's actually also for Corellia. This... Right, of course, that's the one from the job board. I was momentarily confused. Okay, Corellia takes the stones and inspects them. Yes, just what I needed. In return, she presents you with a rod of polished hardwood. Fully charged, she promises. Oops. That is... Oh, why do you have that? Rod of Battle, Bless Group. Okay. Sure, why not? You know what? You can have that. Rod of Soccer, Heal Group, Days, Bless Group. Sure. I suppose, you know, he can use that when he gets his turn first, and I don't know. I'm probably not gonna end up using it, but that's fine. So in theory, I should not need these additional nodules. I think. This didn't open, no. Maybe that's the library she's going to open for us? Could be. We'll see. For now, I don't know, what will we do first? I guess. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. Wait, what did I do? Oh, that thing happened where I clicked again and accidentally selected something. All right, well, I think I'm going to just stash away those extra nodules because I don't think I'll need them. Yeah, I know, the shade is here. Thanks, game. But I also, you know, I can't sell them, and I might as well hold on to them. Alright, unfortunately, because of the shape, we can't do any selling here, but that's okay. I'm actually going to return to Camp Samuels. I know I should probably take care of some of the more important business, but I also kind of want to deal with some loose ends, which involves this one guy, Shrum. Right. What now? I cannot tell him that I've met Arubis and decided not to kill him. You want to hire me? Wait, but I've already agreed to help him. Well, this is dumb. I don't know, I'm not used to this kind of bad quest design from the series. Normally there's a way to at least, you know, finish the quest, even if it's not, or, you know, at least, I don't know, get rid of the quest in some way. But both with this Crane quest as well as the Arubis quest, looks like they're just going to be stuck here because there's no way to talk to the NPCs about our encounters that we had. That is really lame. I mean, it's really not a big deal, but would it have been so hard to code in that extra line of dialogue to basically tell them, you know what, I've talked to them, I've decided not to just murder someone after all? I don't know. It seems like really a minor thing to include that would, you know... Oh well. Right, we also need to hunt more of these fungi, which is another unpleasant matter, but in a different way. I really don't know where I'm gonna find more of them. I hope that they just respawn randomly around the fields here. But, well, so far, it doesn't really seem to be the case. Previously there were a lot of them around. Just, yeah, basically around these mushroom fields near Almaria. But does not look like any of them respawned. So I'm not actually sure what to do about that. Maybe it'll just take some in-game time to pass? The woods west of Camp Samuels. I mean, so technically it should be up here. These are definitely the woods west of Camp Samuels, but no... Oh, there's one. Okay. Maybe there's just not as many of them as I thought. Also, we're once again not... Oh, he's almost over-encumbered. Yeah, I need to sell some stuff. We're not prepared for combat, really. Okay. Thankfully, this is not a difficult enemy, so shouldn't matter. And we get a polyp. That means we need 4 more, actually. Okay, well, we'll see. There's not a whole lot of room left for more fungi to be around, but we'll see. Just quickly... not M, P... Definitely overkill, but, you know. Oh, okay. I still doubt that there's gonna be enough of them around, but we'll see. At least they seem to be dropping them all the time now. Yeah. Well, that was 2 of them. Still need 3 more. Oh, okay. Maybe they do respawn, so long as you have the quest. Because I was just going to wonder out loud how I could possibly make time pass in-game, other than just wandering around. And I'm not even sure there is... I'm not even sure the game keeps track of passage of time. There's no day counter or anything. I'm not sure the engine even supports that kind of mechanic. Alright. But it looks like it's not actually going to be a problem. I was a little bit worried, to say the least. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. And that is... I'm starting to second guess myself. Special items, please. 6 out of 8. Okay, so we still need 2 more. Right. Nope. And combat, please. Huh. Yep, okay. So they really just respawn all the time. What? Didn't I press the button? Not enough extra points? What? Wait. Huh? What? What's happening? There we go. That's... I don't know. I must have been confused there. Wait, we did get a pull-up, okay. And there's our final slime, hopefully. There. Do that. Do that. Wait. No pull-up this time, of course. Yep, still one more. Alright, so they don't always drop one, just most of the time. And there's one again, immediately. Okay, there's a fireball. And we get the final polyp. Wonderful. And we want to deliver them to Crenshaw in Campbell Samuels, presumably. Oh yeah, actually, of course, it figures that now that we don't need them anymore, we'll encounter another one on the way back. Come on. Oh, wow. Wow. I guess it's probably just random, but still. It figures that they would actually stop being a nuisance now that we're done hunting them. I wonder if they'll just keep reappearing even once we're done with the quest. So Crenshaw, was that the guy here? No, there's no one here. Wait. Oh, that's the monster prison. No, it was north of here. No, that's Commander Krizan. Uh-oh. Crenshaw. Wasn't he here? Does it say and I'm just dumb? The woods was, bring them to Crenshaw. Where's that person? Who's that? Is he not in here? Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, we're here where we need to be. Crenshaw's Winery, of course. And guess how many of the freaking things I had to fight on the way here. It was about as many as I'd fought before. It's kind of crazy. Wait, is he here actually? Wait, what? Is he... Where is he? Where's the guy? Of course there's another fungus. Alright, okay. I mean, I know I've met the guy at some point. I don't know if he gave me the quest personally or if it was from the job board. I think it was from the job board. Which makes it even more weird that the quest doesn't bother to mention where he's to be found. But seriously though, I'm pretty sure he used to be here. Or rather, that he's supposed to be here. He wouldn't have been killed by the slimes, right? That's not a thing that can happen. Is it? Because that's not the button I meant to press. Wow. Wow. I mean, if he's actually dead, then I don't know what to do. I guess there's not really anything I can do in that case. I suppose that, at least theoretically, it's possible. NPCs sometimes do fight. Wow, this is getting slightly ridiculous. Just a little bit. Can we... No, of course not. I mean, I don't think he's downstairs. Maybe he is. Also about all of these fungi suddenly showing up, definitely feels like, seems like okay, the game needed some sort of, I don't know, needed to first get a little kickstart to get them to start spawning, and now that they've started, they just won't stop. Right, that was this. I mean, there's obviously no one down here. Oh boy. Okay, this leads back up here. Yep, I mean, he's just not around. Unless he's just wandered off completely, but in that case it's even more likely that he just ran into some slimes and got killed. Ah, man. Wow, what a failure. I don't even know what to do about this. I don't think there's a way to revive dead NPCs or something. Although there might be. I know there are like cheat codes. And something NPC related might be there, but I don't know. I guess I'll quickly Google it, but not too hopeful here. Not sure what happened. I mean, he might just actually have wandered off, but with all the freaking slimes around, it's getting a little bit obnoxious to, you know, try and search the area. I just really hope that I'm not just blind and walk past him several times, but I don't think I have. Well, anyway, let me pause again and just see if I can maybe do something about this. I've looked into all things that I could, all possible ways that I could think of to maybe fix the problem. It definitely seems like the NPC was just killed, which apparently is a thing that can happen relatively easily in this game in particular. I suppose because everything is on the same overworld where the monsters are, as opposed to, you know, most other games in the series, maybe all other games in the series, where NPCs wouldn't typically be just out in the wild, but on their own separate little map. Well, either way, it's thankfully just a minor quest, and I'm not going to spend even more time fruitlessly looking for solutions. So while there are some safe, some cheat codes, there is nothing as general purpose as I was thinking for just reviving a specific NPC or any NPCs that might have been killed. I don't know where I got that idea from, but I wasn't too hopeful to begin with. Technically it might be possible to edit the game scripts, which are not encrypted at all. I tried to look into it, but I didn't find any specific information as to I don't know, reviving NPCs using the scripts. I mean, I found Crenshaw mentioned in one of them. I actually looked through the game files, thinking that maybe with my limited programming knowledge and general, you know, intelligence, such as it is, I might be able to figure something out, but nothing seemed particularly obvious. I tried editing something, but yeah, I don't know. There's maybe a solution in there, but I don't know it, and I couldn't find anything specific at all in the forums, so I gave up on it for now. If one of you guys watching knows more about this, and if someone of you knows how to edit the game scripts, maybe to make an NPC respawn, to reinitialize basically an entire map. I know which map it is that I have to edit, but I don't know what to add if such an edit is possible. So it's possible that maybe I'll find a way to finish this quest, but if not, I mean, it's obviously just a minor side quest. Not a big deal at all. Some extra experience would be nice, as always, but I doubt any extra reward would have been anything particularly exciting or unique. So I guess at this point, if we already have 2 quests that we're not going to finish, might as well add a 3rd one, whatever. It's just a shame that I had to kill about, I don't know, 3 dozen of those stupid fungi after they started spawning like crazy. Well, enough of that. We can do... I guess I could try and make a beeline for the Shade Essence, because I'm actually curious as to not only the reward that we're going to get, that might be something good, but I also really want to, advance the quest line, and maybe, I don't know, I guess defeating the Shades must be a major thing, right? That maybe even the major thing that, the major end game of this game, right? That wouldn't just be kind of an on-the-side thing. I suppose the overarching thread is Rentar Irno's, I don't know, invasion, not invasion, assault on Avernum that is going to come eventually. I mean, I guess it's technically already started, but she kind of indicated that what's currently happening is only the beginning or something. So maybe the Shades really are only a major side quest, but still just a side quest. So who knows? Maybe helping Coralia with this will actually lead to us getting a means to deal with them for good, which would be nice. And yeah, I'm curious to find out either way. Right. Then of course we could and probably should go ahead and rescue those Vanatai, or that Vanatai envoy. That seems like a kind of an important thing to do. But of course there is no actual time pressure in the game as far as I can tell. What else? Right, there is that other bandit to hunt down. And Fisher Post. Ah yes, and then there's of course this quest. Which for similar reasons I'm just interested in advancing that part of the plot. And maybe find some kind of handle on, on that organization, and maybe a way to actually start hunting them down. But as far as what I want to do right now, I guess right now I want to sell items if I can. Like to this person here. Wait, I will trade with you? Yes, perfect. We can get rid of this. Come on, please. Piercing crystal, yes, not needed. Mass blast. Did I want him to have this, or did I get this as a reward? Maybe. Why does he have this? Blast group. Will I ever use this? I guess I might as well. It's not worth that much. I mean, I kind of want to finish that bandit quest since it's already halfway done, but I don't know exactly where to go. I mean, it must be somewhere around here, right? It said like south and west of Almaria. So the bandit queen was straight south of Almaria. So the other guy is probably around here somewhere. But you know what? Speaking of Almaria, I should probably get that done, right? We can teleport to Almaria? Oh yeah, of course. I forgot that we had found this pylon here. So, the question is, something is supposed to have changed here. Oh, okay, those guys are actually no longer hostile. Now I'm glad that I didn't stay around to fight them. Hello? Greeting text? No? No message? Alright. Is the town actually friendly? Well, the shade is still there. Of course, it never leaves. We know that. Huh. Will you talk to me? When you get close to this guard, he gives you a look of pure hatred and potential violence. You decide not to get too close. As you walk away, he hisses at your back. Leave us, outsider. I mean... The thing is, they do have a reason to be hostile toward outsiders, right? Because the Shade actually actively punishes people dealing with outsiders. Hello, Starcap. Right. But then they're additionally extra hostile because of the effect of the Shade. Starcap. Apparently he's going to talk to me. Like most large cities, Almaria has a trainer. These people are jacks of all trades, in charge to keep current the skills of all the different sorts of soldiers in the Avernite army. He's already old and thin, he uses a cane, and the presence of the Shade has left him feeling very worn and drawn. And yet he has seen worse times than this in his decades in Avernum. Hard to imagine, but okay. I suppose there were several wars in the past, so maybe this is not quite as bad. He stands up, as tall as his bent spine allows, meets your gaze evenly, and says, "Welcome, adventurer. I'm Starcap. I admit your being here makes me uncomfortable, but I will train you as well as I can." True professional. I appreciate that. So, can you train me? You can. I could get a couple of levels of melee weapons to unlock that, whatchamacallit skill. I suppose that's an option, although, of course, 2100 is still pretty expensive. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to learn enough levels to actually unlock that skill. Pole weapons, of course, we cannot learn. Quick strike. Oh, interesting. That I can still learn... Wait, no. Is it quick strike? Hold on. No, it's quick action that I'm thinking of. That's already a level 9. Quick strike. Quick strike. Quick strike. We don't even have that. Does anyone have that? Oh, you do. Oh, okay. Small chance to get bonus action points. No, in that case. Not super interested. But I was actually going to look at my character's skill points anyway, because I haven't checked in a while, and yeah, as it turns out, we have a ton of points to actually spend, which is great. Now, yeah, Blade Master. I think to officially unlock that, to be able to put points into that, you need 6. I want to say 5 or 6, maybe 6 in both melee and pole weapons. And I'm not sure if we'll be able to train this high enough. Or if I want to invest that kind of money. That would be most of my money, actually. I do want to increase dexterity a little bit more. I mean, I suppose I could help. I could put some points into melee weapons if I really want to unlock the skill. Or do I want to keep increasing quick action to increase the likelihood of getting those sweet double hits? Actually, let's see. It increases, of course. Well, I mean, one more level and or Wisdom Crystal, and I'll be able to increase it again. Yeah, I think I'm going to not go for the Blade Master. That just seems like such a waste. Whether I actually spend points to increase melee weapons or spend a lot of money to increase it, it still would feel like a waste for some potential benefit. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. As for you, 10 skill points. Oh, right, Sharpshooter. Costs 7. Boast costs 7. Do I want to increase anything else? I'm not going to increase tool use anymore. It just isn't worth it. Or isn't even useful at this point. More dexterity, I suppose, wouldn't hurt, but I'm going to go with this. Still costs 7, interestingly. I wonder if it's ever going to be more expensive. Probably, at some point. For you, we definitely need more mage spells, because we've already run into the situation of not having enough skill level. Yeah, you're at 13. She's at lagging behind at 11 priest spells. Well, this is all locked in now. Yes. Okay. Well, anyway, can you train me? Of course, none of the actually useful skills are going to be trainable. Arcane lore. Yeah, arcane lore wise, I could give my warrior some arcane lore, of course. That might actually be... Wait, have we? Well, I know that I thought that at some point, that I could just teach them some arcane lore, but I don't know now if I actually ran into another spellbook that I couldn't read. I know that happened at some point, but after that I increased the arcane lore skill on my casters, and I was then able to read the book. So I'm not sure now if I actually need more. But I do have the option. I know. There's this guy, and there's also Walner, according to my list. Wait, is he? Yes. Walner in Fort Davno, who's apparently going to teach me arcane lore for 1120. So that is cheaper. And similarly, no wait, there's Cecil in Kotra, who's teaching Majory for 1500. He doesn't even offer this. Okay, well, I mean, obviously the combat skills that are relevant to my fighters are already too high to be trained, and likewise the magic skills for my mages. So unfortunately, this guy is not particularly useful to me, I don't think. How have you been holding up lately? Not well. I'm not afraid to admit. It has been a terrible strain for all of us, having this shade here. It led us to do some things. Horrible things. And you're affected too? I confess that, being in your presence, I have a powerful urge to strike at you while shouting for help. Years of work and discipline are helping me resist. What horrible things happened? He quickly shakes his head. Nothing to do with me. I had nothing to do with what people did. With the travelers who disappeared, with the hangings. I was not involved. Okay. Do you know what the shade might have... do you know how the shade might be destroyed? Of course he doesn't. Starcap backs away from you. It is already dangerous, me speaking with you. Do not doom me by trying to consort with me. The shade will devour me for sure. Yeah, probably. Have you been a trainer for long? Yes, for so many years. I have helped many an adventurer, even ones of great fame and repute. I could tell you some remarkable stories about... And then he shakes his head. No, I can't. The ability to socialize has, it appears, left me for a time. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should not be torturing these people by forcing them to talk to me. Difficulty 15 to open this box. Interesting. That has me intrigued. And yet, it has nothing of any interest in it. Well, could have been, I guess. Well, not really sure why they would have put any valuable artifacts in that random locker, but well, I mean, they didn't, so there's that. Okay, this is another access to the sewer system, obviously an area that we haven't been to. Well, maybe not the sewer necessarily, but... Oh, there's the mayor. I'm supposed to talk to him, but I want to look around a little bit more. Or do I? Church of the Prevailing Righteousness. Yeah, not so much righteousness going on currently. What was about this? Oh, nothing. I just didn't open it. Julio. Or Julio? Who knows? Oh, I had the letter for him. Julio. Takes the letter. He is clearly insulted that it took so long for it to get here. The tip he gives you is quite inadequate for the trouble. I mean, honestly, 250 coins just for delivering a letter, not that bad. Also, obviously, it's very silly for him to be upset. I guess he must be a little bit unaware of the situation from an outsider's point of view. This merchant has set up a shop to sell Almaria's best-known export, wine. He's trying to maintain a jolly exterior, but he isn't working very well. It isn't working very well. He keeps several feet between himself and you at all times. Hello, traveler, he says. I'm Julio, and I'm honored to be able to sell Almaria's famous wines. Nothing else is as good as taking the edge off the terror in these difficult times. I would like to buy wine? Well, not really, though. What makes Almarian wine so special? He launches into a well-practiced speech. Nobody knows. It is a mystery. A combination of the mysterious qualities of the local caves, the specific minerality of the stone, and of course our secret artisanal techniques. Yes, fine Almarian wines have even been found on the most sophisticated tables of the surface world. Said so. How do you make such high-quality wines? It is truly a trade secret. We use a specially developed blend of cave fungus and cave fruit, blended in several special ways. Very special, I hear. And aged in fire-treated cave wood casks. Tables on the surface, really. Julio coughed slightly. Yes, among the more adventurous connoisseur, who has tried everything already and wants to experience a more fungal product. Okay. Any interesting news about Almaria? He moves away even farther, pressing his back against the wall. I'm afraid that it is not safe to talk to outsiders about such things. Not safe from that shade or from the other people. Right. Yeah, I know. Should really try to get rid of the shade first, but, that might take a while. So let's talk to people instead. The innkeeper of Almaria seems to have absorbed much of the dark energy being emitted by the shade. His paranoia and hatred of outsiders are currently absolute, which is a pretty bad thing to happen to an innkeeper. Yes, I think so. He refuses to even speak with you, let alone feed you or at your room. Small wonder that the inn is empty. Yeah, can't be very good for business. Now can it? I mean, I guess not having literally any travelers at all would be bad enough. So I guess it doesn't really matter that he's not going to talk to anyone if there isn't anyone to talk to in the first place. Abbot Erlanger. Erlanger? Okay. You look around the Church of the Prevailing Righteousness, Avernum's largest and most respected sect of battle priests. It is an impressive building, and unlike the other structures in Almaria, it has been kept clean and functioning, despite the influence of the shade. The acolytes here must be very dedicated. But that is nothing compared to the abbot. He doesn't flinch when he approaches you. It's as if the shade hasn't affected him at all. Okay. He walks up and loudly greets you, as if he doesn't care who hears it. I'm Abbot Erlanger. Welcome to the Shrine of Courage and the Sea of Cowardice. Know that there is one place in Almaria that welcomes a stranger in need. It's not so much we who are in need. I was kind of hoping to, offer my services, as I usually do. Can you heal my wounds? Can you teach me spells? I'm not wounded, so... Can you teach me spells? Apparently so. Steel skin. Don't we have that yet? Divine fire. Ooh. Return life. There it is. And I can't learn it yet. I can learn steel skin. And I can learn divine fire, so I might not be far off of being able to learn return life. Divine fire, steel skin. I'm gonna take a look at those spells before I decide, but I kind of want divine fire, I guess, even though it's expensive. Tell me about Almaria. The abbot shakes his head. Oh, my poor, poor city. Once so proud, now so craven, and even murderous. Our leader does not lead. Our soldiers will not fight. Well, I guess they'll fight random, harmless travelers. And I'm afraid of what is happening to the lower tunnels. Oh, I smell a quest there. You think Almaria should attack the Shade? I did. I did attack it, or I did think so. I fought in the attempt to dislodge it. I was one of the few to survive the attempt. Now I'm not in favor of direct attacks against it. However, we should be looking for ways to control it, to limit its movements, or to weaken it, or at least to learn who created it. Well, yeah, I agree with all of those things. You don't approve of the mayor? The mayor? He's a politician, doing nothing but avoiding responsibility. He is not the leader for a time of true peril. Others are afraid to say it. They fear that he will have the guards. They fear what he will have the guards do. But I'm not afraid. I don't know. I could imagine the guards being afraid of you, actually. What is happening in the lower tunnels? I've heard rumors. Some unlucky visitors to our town were killed when they snuck in. I believe that others languish in the cells below. Oh, Okay, so not monsters, but other horrors. Well, hopefully I can deal with those while freeing our Avernites ambassador. I'd like to know more about the Shade. Wouldn't we all? It is huge, powerful, and deadly. It shields itself in a shroud of poisonous gas. Its touch burns like acid. I struck it with my blade once, and the steel barely affected it. I have my own ideas about what might affect it, but I do not have the resources to follow them up. You fought the Shade yourself? Briefly. I engaged the creature in hand-to-hand combat, and then when we saw that our attacks were doing nothing, we retreated. My faith calls for courage, not suicide. It is an awesome foe, not one I wish to fight again. How might I defeat it? Honestly, find its creator. Only then do you have a chance to learn its secrets. Yes, that's probably the case. What is your idea for killing it? Once Avernum was in possession of a powerful blade. We called it Demon Slayer. Oh, but, I mean, is the Shade a demon? Are the Shades demons? They're some sort of constructs. They seem more like advanced undead than demons, really, but who knows? Maybe they're demonically possessed undead, or not undead at all, but just some kind of weird golem. Anyway, Demon Slayer. It has a mighty history of being broken and reforged. Oh yeah, for such a mighty weapon, it has been broken quite often, but oh well. And of being called to serve our lands, indeed. My fondest wish is to wield this blade. I would give a powerful blessing to whoever could bring it to me. Oh, do you know where it is? No, as far as I know, nobody does. It was wielded during the war with the Empire, but then it disappeared from history. Then it disappears from history. The only thing I do know is that it was hidden at one point in Patrick's Tower, west of here. Seems a good place to hunt for clues. Oh, indeed. I guess that's all for now? Huh, that is a quest. Yes, find Demon Slayer. I mean, since there is such a quest, I can only assume that the sword is actually to be found somewhere. But apparently not to be wielded by us? I mean, honestly, I've always felt bad in the past when, I found Demon Slayer and didn't really use it much or at all. Either because we didn't have anyone to use swords. I guess in this case, we don't have anyone to really, be equipped to use it. And also, its usage was so specific, and it never felt all that necessary. But giving it to a strong warrior or warrior priest in this case to use, a strong NPC that is, seems like a worthwhile use for it. Anyway, I wanted to check out those priest spells that we get. Ah yes, okay, Steel Skin. Wait, didn't we have that before? Yeah, of course. Because it said learn, not improve, but I guess it only considers the levels that you actually learn from trainers. So it is technically a level 2, because I had one rank from reading a book before. Okay, so one more rank will max it out. So I'm definitely gonna buy that. And then Divine Fire costs 15. Actually, not that much. Well, I suppose it is. It is not exactly cheap, but yeah, it's one of the like 2, I guess, circle targeted spells, and it should be pretty powerful. So yeah, just for the sake of having an additional AoE spell, I guess I'm going to pay the price. Teach me spells. Yes, so that should now be maxed out, and Divine Fire should be, well, is at level 2 now. That was like half my money. Well, probably a good investment nonetheless. Because what else am I gonna spend my money on, right? Well, let's get talking to the mayor out of the way. You meet the mayor of Almaria, an old and distinguished gentleman. He is doing a very good job of appearing calm and dignified, but your experienced eye can recognize the terror in his face. He stands and extends his hand to you as if you were infected with a grim invisible disease. I am Bevan, the mayor of this poor, afflicted city. I'm very busy right now, even more so since I must calm the unrest caused by the forcing open of our gates. Please make this quick. Almaria is experiencing unrest? Of course, the Shade kills those who deal with outsiders, and the castle is forcing outsiders in among us. The last time that happened, there was ugliness. Now it will happen again. Not if I can help it. What do you think will happen? Well, we will not help the unwelcome ones. Some brave souls like myself will do our duty and meet with you, even though the taint that you bring to us only invites the attention of the Shade. The attentions? Others, I'm afraid, are not as courageous as me, and some of them are armed. Okay. Isn't keeping us apart what the Shade wants? I mean, yes. But it does have the power to punish those, who do it, who trespass. So that's not really the point. Is it? I'm afraid we have been spending too much time struggling to stay alive, to pay much attention to its deep inner workings. But we all look forward to profiting from your great wisdom. Wow, no reason to be such a jerk. I mean, it is pretty obvious, and it doesn't make sense that you would have. Well, I mean, what he says doesn't make any sense. Of course, they have had plenty of time to think about why the Shade might be doing what it's doing. And it seems pretty obvious that if it punishes people for, dealing with outsiders, then obviously preventing that from happening is exactly its purpose. Whatever deeper, meaning there might be to that, I don't know. Was there any violence before the gates were sealed? Bevan gets a very blank expression. Things did occur. Some people did take action against other people. Perhaps there were injuries. There may have been deaths, though I did not witness any personally. I hope that such alleged events do not occur again. Very diplomatic. You're the mayor. Why didn't you keep those events from happening? Those alleged events, you mean? He throws his hands wide. I am but one old man. If a large portion of the city rises up and wants to carry someone off, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, obviously. Well, I want to discuss the Shade, just to torment you more, because you are obviously incompetent and, well, other things that I would like to call you, but I'm going to refrain from doing right now. The mayor involuntarily takes a step away. Experience indicates that discussing the Shade with outsiders makes the Shade more likely to come for you. I can do my duty and inform you, but only within limits. Okay, well, when did the Shade appear? Some months ago, the same time as the other Shades. We have been living with its constant presence for all that time. It never leaves. Where are the other Shades? I mean, useless info, because obviously we know all of that. We've known all of that for a long time. I have orders from the castle. There is a Avernites imprisoned here. I need to free him. Right. Bevan looks extremely nervous. I see. You should know that I had nothing to do with the imprisonment of the Avernites. Nothing at all. The militia took him into custody for their own protection. I'm not sure what the creature thought it was doing, wandering up to our gates and asking where the castle was. Foolish. Yeah, we could have just told him where the castle was, because it's actually not very far away at all. But instead we decided to, take him hostage. Again, makes no sense, but I'll cut these people some slack, because obviously they've been affected by the Shade. Still, this is a little bit infuriating. Well, very foolish. And I can make no guarantee for what will happen if you try to free it. Well, I insist that you free it. Not really. It's the castle. It's literally your king who insists. Bevan shrugs. All right, it is in a cell under this building. I will have the cell unlocked. I suggest that you find a discreet way to get it out of my city. I guess I can try doing that. I also found some mages imprisoned under the city. Why were they here? Or why were they there? Bevan stares you right in the eye and speaks very calmly. I deny all knowledge of any such event. Almaria is a large city, and there has been a good deal of chaos and unrest. It is entirely plausible that those mages might have been imprisoned without my knowledge, and that is the end of the discussion. Wow, you jerk. Shade or no shade, I would really, really like to make this guy get kicked out of office and out of the town and, I don't know, possibly more drastic things. So I guess this must be the area, since there's no staircase directly in his office, which makes sense. Okay, this definitely is the sewer, but this looks kind of prison-like. Excuse me? Oh, giant red. I did not see you there. I'm sorry, friend. Oops. Wrong button. Is he just gonna be in one of these cells? Oh, hello. Possibly this one? Ah, of course. Galierno, alright. Hold on, Galierno. Gonna be with you in a second. We'll just have to quickly check out what's so special about this cell. This urn, apparently. The crystal box contains several neatly folded robes, a spare mayor's sash, and a key. You keep the key. The Almaria key. Interesting. Is there a possibility for the mayor to die? Is this a backup in case I kill the mayor? Interesting. Huh. I can't really think of a good story reason why this should be here. Assuming this key would have unlocked this door if the mayor hadn't unlocked it for me. Because obviously it must be necessary to free this envoy to advance the main story of the game. So in case you do kill the mayor, this is here to allow you to free him. But the extra sash? Huh. Weird. I wonder if there's any real relevance to that. Or if it's really just a backup. Anyway, I guess once again I'm going to call it an episode standing right in front of an important NPC. But yeah, apparently we've already reached the end of this episode, and I feel like I haven't really done much other than walking back and forth, killing orchard slimes, and I don't know, being generally confused and annoyed, and yeah, I don't know. It just feels like I haven't made a lot of progress, basically. But I guess we finally entered Almaria. We've talked to some people. We have basically freed the envoy. It's just a matter of getting him out of here, which should not be a big problem. There was some kind of connection here, right? This must be a gate. Must have been a gate with possibly a lever on the other side. So should be able to make our way through here. Maybe fighting the occasional slime or rat or whatever might be lurking down here. Maybe some alligators. We'll see. Yeah, either way, I'm sorry if this was a little bit boring and or painful to watch. But, you know, maybe to make up for it, we're going to make some major progress next time. Here's hoping. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, one way or the other. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.